on the streets waiting for my album. The shit never dropped, people asking me how come. Left Death Row in '04, what's the outcome? Reasons to stick around, I was without one. All about my money, homie, I gotta pal some. Since I'm the one rappers getting their style from.
You stayed on your grind.
Stayed on the grind.
And you finally got signed to Death Row.
Yeah, I went to Death Row, you know what I'm saying? I was independent, you know, in between Virgin and Death Row. I was independent, ghostwriting for people in the South, going out, taking trips, just rap hustling, like really treating the rap game like what they say it's like the dope game. I mean, we really treated it that way, you know what I mean? We went out and hustled, we didn't sleep, we stayed in odd places, you know what I'm saying? We dealt with, you know, anybody. I don't care. I probably walked through the airport with crack residues on my money, you know what I mean? But hey, I had to get it. So we was out there, we was hustling, and you know, one day I get a knock on my door, and it was my homeboy Big Style again and Daz, and they was like, yo, do you want to go to Death Row? It's like, Suge is interested in you right now. And I was like, yo, I said, I'm open, you know what I mean? So I took an airplane flight and went and seen Suge in the pen. You know, he was locked up at the time, and it was kind of odd because it was like negotiating, you know, a possible contract with the gun tower up there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a different environment than I was used to as far as negotiations go. I'm used to seeing my big brother locked up or something and going to visit him, but we're not talking about mechanical royalties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was a whole different scenario. It was like napkins and, yo, I want this, and slide it to it, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'll give you this and slide it back.
So how long after Pac was this?
You know what? This was about 2 years after Tupac passed when I started doing that. You know, when Tupac was still living, I was on Virgin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And when I first met Pac, he was recording a song with Snoop. They was doing 2 of America's Most Wanted. You know what I'm saying? And that's the first time I met him, you know what I'm saying? And sharp dude, left an impression on me the first day. You know what I'm saying? Left an impression on me the first day. I met almost every rapper in this game, I don't care what you name. You know what I'm saying? But that dude left a crazy impression. Right. You know what I'm saying? You could just feel like, okay, this is a different kind of dude right here. You know what I mean? And, yeah, it was like 2 years after, you know, Pac passed, unfortunately. But it made me feel like they was putting me in a position to take off where he left off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And to me, that was something big to me, because it was like, yo, everybody, I don't care. All these dudes on the West who got record deals, they all wanted to have some sort of ties with Death Row at one time, because it was a historical label.
Right.
You know?
The reason I ask that is because some people do question why you went with them, knowing that Pac wasn't happy and the way he got treated.
Right.
So some people question that move.
Well, you know what? I went to Tupac's mother house with Suge. You know what I mean? It's a house that Suge bought for Tupac's mother.
Right.
You know, and I talked to her for, you know, shortly, and some other people around Tupac's family. You know, and they had a little bit of a different view than other people have. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta remember, man, Tupac went to jail, he went to the pen, and nobody bailed him out. Suge bailed him out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he put up that $1 million. I mean, at that point, Pac had already sold records. Right. Pac was already a movie star. You know what I mean? And his company, they didn't bail him out. At the time, he was on Interscope. You know, I don't know what was going on over there. You know what I mean? But from the outside looking in, it would seem like Interscope would have bailed him out. Right. You know, it seemed like Suge would have had to bail him out. But it was a situation where Suge said, okay, I'll go get him. You don't want him? I'll get him. Right. And he bailed him out. Now, that's a big move, you know what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of these labels, man, they'll just capitalize off the fact that you're in penitentiary and just keep putting your records out and use the controversy, you know? Right. So, he did bail him out. I don't know what else happened. I know Tupac was a leader, so it's probably hard to be, you know, second in command all the time, because, you know, you got your own vision, your own moves you want to make. But let me tell you something, dog. When I first walked in this Death Row parking lot, there's about 30 cars out there. Benzes, Hummers, this, that. I'm looking around like, man, whose car is that? Oh, that was Pox. Whose car is that? Oh, that was Pox. Whose car is that? That was Pox.
Right.
I was like, damn.
Maybe you could get some of that.
But I was thinking, I was like, because I heard all the other stuff that, you know, everybody else heard. I'm like, I thought dude wasn't making no money over here or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, you never know, man, because, you know, sometimes it could be deceiving, man. You never know. He might have got his bread over there. I don't know. But, you know, as for me, man, going over there, the West was dry, man, straight up.
Right.
Straight up. Nobody was getting signed at that time. They were all waiting on Dre to do the 2001. This was like 99. And they were waiting like, yo, we're going to see all the executives, I'm saying. And the A&Rs are like, yo, we're going to see if Dre, you know, puts this joint out and uplifts the West again.
Right.
And if that starts happening, then we'll start signing cats again. But at that time, the East had fully took it.
Right.
And there were no deals, man. If you wasn't already plugged in, you wasn't going to get nothing, man. And, you know, my whole thing was, you know, I'm the rock of my family, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I raised my little brothers. All them little dudes in there, I raised them, you know what I'm saying? I took them off my mother's hands when I was 16, you know what I'm saying? And I raised them up as like they was my own. I was just slightly older than them. So it's like, I gotta go out here and use my talent to do what I do, because I can't keep taking chances on the streets, you know what I mean? Because if I'm gone, I'm no good.
Exactly.
So it was like, I'm gonna negotiate my contract, you know, to the best of my, you know, abilities. And I mean, I own my own publishing on Death Row, you know, everything was good paperwork wise. So I wasn't worried like, oh,
so it looked good.
Fucked. Yeah, I ain't like, I'm gonna get fucked.
It looked good.
Yeah, everything was good, you know what I mean? So it wasn't no reason for me to be like, and then some people was just saying that shit like that out of fear, to be honest. They're like, yo, I ain't going over there. I might get killed over there.
Right.
Well, guess what? I live in the hood. I might get killed in the hood. You know what I'm
You're not
saying?
taking any more
But
chances.
like shit, what fuck kind of record company you do to me?
So what happened?
You know
I don't
what?
think you had an album out, right?
Didn't put one out. You know what? I recorded an album. He was incarcerated. So I would go see Suge like once a month or twice a month.
Right.
Fly up. He was up north. Fly up, fly up, fly up. Yo, this is the concept for this song I'm doing. You know what I mean? This is the concept for that song. This is what he's doing. Boom. Come back, record. He'll call the office, play songs over the phone. Oh, I like that. So like, oh, that sound tight. You know what I'm saying? So we like, cool. We put the album together.
And he seemed excited about it.
He was very excited. And then he called me one day, you know what I mean? And he was like, yo, I need you to come see me. I went to go see him. And he was like, yo, I want to be part of the record being made.
Right.
So I said, well, wait a minute, we already have a record that we are slated to put out. He was like, nah, man, what do you think about waiting? He had 16 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what do you think about waiting until I get out and we redo the whole album? And I just want to be a part of it. We'll fly to New York, we'll go to Atlanta, we'll go wherever we gotta go. I'm like, yo, dog, that right there is a setback for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but you know what? I'll tell you what, if you advance me the kind of money I'm gonna need to kick my feet up and give me elbow room in a lane to do independent stuff, like mixtapes, this, put this out, put that out, do whatever I want to do, don't have to come to you for a release or nothing, feature with different artists, do whatever I want to do, keep my buzz right, I said I'll do that. But I said, you know, when you get out, you got to keep it 100 with me too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I did that, and we scrapped the album. It was called Untouchable.
West, new, west, new, west side.